social distancing is suddenly a new reality. Ronald Mutebi, a lecturer at Chambogo University, has gone a step further and declared a total lockdown in his home.
My wife and I had decided, after picking kids from school, that we would opt for a complete lockdown to stay home for 2 weeks because two of our children, Nicholas and Dylan, have asthma. And my wife had looked up on the internet and we had found that those with pre-existing lung problems would be hit hard. We went in on Friday and have not stepped out of our house since then.
Some companies and organizations have advised their non-essential staff to work from home. But as we retreat from the public spaces, how do you avoid getting bored at home? John Paul Kadima tried to work from home, but after a few days, he gave up.
I had children at home. It was very difficult for me to work from home. I couldn't just concentrate, sitting with those fellows, locking myself in a certain room working. They need my attention, so it was just quite difficult. I also had a challenge, umeme. I mean, you're in the midst of doing something, then umeme goes off. I could not just accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. So I decided to come back to office.
Self-isolation does not have to be lonely because you can always meet up your workmates online. But for those who have to remain at home, maintaining the same routine is essential, although not easy.
So what I do in the morning, I make a list of the things that I have to get done. And then I try to occupy my children with some activities. And then I turn to my work and I do what I can. I think the main challenge is avoiding distraction at home because there's always something that you have to get done.
In the morning, we are all doing research on the internet, but then myself, I'm also doing research for my papers, my academic papers, my PhD papers, and upgrading my notes. I'm working on one of my recent books. Now in the afternoon, like you see now in the background, we get into a compound and start to play board games. We have lots of games. We have cards, trump cards.
Paul Nyende from Makerere University's School of Psychology is also working from home.
It is very difficult to get the motivation and push yourself to do the things that you should do. So one needs to lay down a schedule and try to follow the schedule. And we need to find a new hobby. What is it of interest to you? Something that you can do within your own home. So in a way, that will keep us busy.
Thousands of lecturers, teachers, and those in the arts industry are looking down an abyss of time. But maybe it's time we started thinking out of the box.
Like you see in the background, my wife and my daughter trying to perfect the skill of making baskets. You can consider going on the internet, downloading videos that can teach you to perfect a certain software or computer skills that you have been lacking at the workplace, so that by the time the lockdown ends, you have added value to yourself as an individual that can make you even better at the workplace. You can consider learning a language, for instance. Kiswahili is one of those languages I've been wanting to learn for a long time.
As you may expect, society will not stay the same. And this might cause people to reflect and think about what they're doing because some of the opportunities may go away completely.
Let's stay safe. But if you are non-essential staff, who knows, this could be the time for you to consider career change or to learn a new skill. Gillian Nantume, NTV.